Okay. Not broadcasting yet, but I am looking at Arthur up there, and someone's harassing him. Up there on the throne. How can someone harass Arthur on the throne? It's an Oriole. It is, it's an Oriole. Uh-oh. One of the eyes is down below him. I don't know. All right, let's... I'll have to share that with everybody else later. Or all of you, I should say. It's funny to see. Okay. Hi. He took off. The Oriole is chasing him. Hello, everybody. Should be live. I am just starting up. I'm sorry I'm late. It's not my fault. It is Arthur's fault. So we're looking at Big Red right now. She's, well, where she was when we first started the other night. Let me just make sure everything is up and running. Look at how cute. I'm going to lighten it up a little bit. Now, like I said, someone else was calling, so now I heard one was in one of the pine trees. I'm not sure which pine tree, but maybe if it is calling, maybe we'll be able to find it. I don't know if there's maybe a slightly better location to see these two. Peekaboo. tempting for me to move now. Yeah, it's Big Red. She is calling. For whatever reason. And I can see one of the eyes on top of Rice Hall from here. I don't believe it's the same one we were seeing from the other side of Rice Hall. Anyway, she's calling for whatever reason. I don't know if she's calling to Arthur, if she's calling to her chicks. I don't know. Maybe she's not going anywhere. Very quickly, let's look up at Rice. And that's the only one I can see from here. The one that was eating. Oh, I can still see the one that's eating too. Or was eating. Looks like it still is. Yeah, it's still eating. And the third one, Big Red is still where she was. The third one, who's also calling, is not within my view, just given where we are right now. Big Red's there. One of them just like ran right over. What a privilege it is. Oh, she just took off. I missed it. I'm sorry. And I don't see where she went. Or did she take off? I don't see her. Well, we've definitely seen all three young. We've definitely seen Big Red. We've definitely seen Arthur. So we've seen everybody tonight, without any doubt. I don't know if she had prey, so maybe this one is just the one who's been eating right along. And someone might be in the air right now. I'm not sure. I thought I might have seen some motion. Oh, there she is. Cool. You know, if I were closer, I don't believe I'd see this as well, but I have the trees in my way, unfortunately. I don't see the... Wait, I see all three. No, that's Big Red. That is Big Red. I did. Sorry. Oh, but no, we do have all three within view. Where'd the other one go? I may have just heard a northern flicker, by the way. Now, come on now. Isn't she beautiful? Oops. Oh, come on, Ferris. Wake up. Here we go. To me, I believe she's teaching them. She wants them to try to take prey from each other because they need to learn how to do that. She's still there. Just snuck a peek. Don't normally get 4 hawks within view. Now I can't see her. I believe she's still there, but I can't see her. I could move, but then I'd lose sight of... Oh, there she is. Okay, now I've lost sight of her. She did take off. I believe she left Rice Hall. And let me look back up at the 3 youngsters. I'll wait and see if maybe she shows up, but I have a feeling she won't. Not right away anyway. And I believe she actually did take the prey. I may be wrong, but I believe she did. Let me check where we are on batteries. We're okay for the moment. Now you're hearing vocalizations from the robins, and I wonder if they're actually in reaction to her movement, or maybe I just hadn't realized they were vocalizing all along. I don't know. Darken it just a little bit. Hope it wasn't too light the whole time. Hello. I am looking at 3 babies.
Yeah.
Hurry up and you can come and see the 3 babies on my camera screen here. They're all in one frame right now, which isn't
oh my gosh,
normal.
Look at them. Look.
And their mother was with them a moment ago. Please, come take a look.
Well, the mom, did she bring food up
She
there?
was just there, and that food, I don't know when it was brought, but that food's been there a while, and One was eating when I arrived, and I believe, I may be wrong, but I believe the mother tried to kind of take it because she wanted them to try to take it back. I believe she is actually trying to teach them. I may be wrong, but I don't believe I'm reading too much into it.
Aren't they beautiful?
They are gorgeous, and they're going to get a little bit more beautiful in the next few days. They're still looking a little bit scruffy, like when they first leave the nest, but pretty soon they'll look more sleek and beautiful, in my opinion.
That's a nice camera you have.
It works for me.
What's your lens there?
This is actually a scope,
Oh,
okay.
and I'm streaming this live.
you are.
Yes.
That is cool.
If you have smartphones,
I don't think he's got. Do you have yours with you?
well, if you go to this link right here, the YouTube Live, you can see what my camera is seeing.
So you are Ferris?
I'm Ferris.
Well, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
We
Oh,
are Bob and Bobby.
nice to meet you.
Oh, yeah.
Someone just moved up to the top, so we're not going to get them all in one frame any longer. But you came at the right time.
Oh my gosh, I guess we did.
And their mother, her name is Big Red, by the way. She was with them just moments ago and then flew on. I thought maybe she had taken the prey, but she left it behind for them. I don't know where she is.
Sometimes they would go up to the top of this building.
Right.
You know,
And
in other years.
They still do. On the other side, I saw their father. He was at the top on the other side when I first came in. His name is Arthur.
Arthur. Big Red and Arthur.
Big Red and Arthur. Now, she had a prior mate who passed away a couple years ago. His name was Ezra.
That's right. What a cool job you have.
Well, it's not a job. It's just fun, and I enjoy doing it very much.
So where did they nest this year?
They nested in, well, if you look that way, there are two lighting towers.
Yeah.
They nested at the bottom level of the one on the right.
Okay.
I was here, I came walking and I was here when a whole bunch of people from the bird club, I guess, they had their chairs all set up over here because it was fledgling.
Not because, I don't believe they're club members so much, but they are people who follow the Hawks, and you know that Cornell streams okay. So they're people who have followed these Hawks from the beginning, since Cornell started streaming them back in 2012. So they have a lot of fans around the world.
Yeah, they do. That's exactly right.
Maybe not as many as they used to, but there are certainly a lot of people who appreciate them, watch them, and we, because of technology, we're able to follow them really year-round now, and enjoy doing so.
Where did they go?
Well, assuming they survive, the young will find their own territories. As for the adults, they'll stay here on campus.
That's true. That's right, because this is their territory.
This is their territory. They stay around, and we watch them in the general area. Now, this time of year, you're likely to see, especially right now with the young around, staying in this area, you're likely to see an adult pretty close by, and but then eventually the young will expand their range, and we'll start seeing them all over the place. And I love seeing them, but then they give you a little bit of exercise chasing them all over the campus.
Yes, they do. Now, can you tell female from male?
It's very difficult, and the females are generally larger than the males, but unless you see them side by side, very, very difficult. And sometimes you could have a particularly large male next to a particularly small female, and you'd have a very hard time. Or especially if they're not close to each other. And there are some other slight differences, but it's the easiest way is to see one lay an egg.
Yeah, true. Oh, I didn't mean to scare them.
No, that's okay. Believe me, they're somewhat used to people around, and I'm sure the adults are in particular. But I mean, the young are they're quite used to seeing people because they were raised in the nest. It's not like they were raised inside somewhere, and they would watch people all the time.
Did they have 3 eggs and 3 young this year?
They did. They
And
did.
they look like they're in pretty good shape right now.
They are. You know, they're being fed well. They can't hunt on their own, but they'll have to start doing that pretty soon, and they'll hopefully acquire the skills to do it. But you know, the hawks are very interesting. You can see a lot of great things about them.
Oh, there. I just heard.
I heard
mother or
that too.
dad.
Now that was.
It's out here somewhere.
It was out there.
Gosh. Yeah, she's calling. So cool.
Now I have a feeling she may be calling to her mate. I don't know.
Maybe. Trying to say.
Would you like a look?
Hey, babe. Monk, you want to come look?
Oh, sure.
I know, but you could see
You can get a
great
much better
one.
look on the camera.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, but I haven't heard any answer call.
No.
Just that one.
Well, don't know if I told you, but when he was on the other side, there's an object, an antenna or something up there we call the throne, and he was at the top of it, and he was being harassed by a Baltimore Oriole who kept dive bombing him and even touching him.
Arthur, come help me out. How long will you stay here?
I'm probably going to stay here till about dark, or until I lose sight of everybody and it looks like I can't find anybody anymore. Well, he may not call back, you know. But she doesn't seem to know where he is anyway. I may be wrong about that, but she doesn't seem to know.
Well, I'll tell you what, those little three up there don't seem to be, you know.
Well, there's food up there, and you know, maybe that's all they care about. So we've got Big Red here. Arthur here, facing the wrong way from our perspective, but he's there. Oh, that's not a robin. Is it? No, I think it's a house finch. That's a house finch. No respect tonight. I wonder if he's been there all along, because just by the direction in which he flew when I saw him leave, I didn't show it to you, and quite honestly I didn't capture the flight anyway, but when he left the throne, it looked like he flew towards the athletic field. That's why when I first saw Big Red, I thought that maybe I was just seeing him on top of a lighting tower. So he may have been there all along. Right now, where I am, I cannot see any of the young. I'm guessing they're still on Rice Hall, or at least two of them, but I don't know for certain. So what was the purpose of the call? I don't know. It's a local call. Or it would be. I suspect she's just trying to, and again, I don't know. I can't read anything into it. I shouldn't, but I just suspect she's trying to get some kind of reaction from her young. And maybe it's just not happening to her satisfaction. I'll note that we saw what looked like some kind of teaching tonight, and we saw some kind of teaching on Tuesday night. Come on, there she is. I'll lighten it up so you can see her a little better. So she just landed there. I'm going to look, while she's there, she may take off. I'm going to look and see. Arthur is, I can't tell if he's still there. I have a feeling he's not. Where we left him. Just heard a chipping sparrow. So I am lightening up quite a bit. And I cannot tell if he is on Bradfield, but we'll check shortly. I have a feeling she's heading there herself, but I may be wrong. And there may be young in the tree. There may be young in. Oh, she's gonna take off. There she goes. Oh no, she's still there. Is she going after the prey? Is there prey still there? These kids don't realize you shouldn't waste. And there she goes. And where is she headed? I don't know. I can't see her now. Oh, back up to the tower. So she's back up where she was. It's like I wonder if she wanted to check. Oh, there. Yeah, she took the prey with her. What was left of it, she apparently took it with her. This has been really a wonderful night. This has been interesting. I mean, not just to see them. I mean, sometimes we see them and they're beautiful and everything, but sometimes you get a sense that there is the teaching involved. I cannot, oh, I just caught a glimpse of her, but now I can't see her again because, hello somebody, it's Arthur. So I still don't know where she went. It is getting dark, so I can only do so much to show him to you. I could zoom in a little bit. And like tonight, things were fairly quiet, and then all of a sudden there was all kinds of activity, and I found that worthwhile. I keep checking, and Arthur is still there. He doesn't seem to be in a hurry to move, from what I can tell. Oh, is she done? I'm looking around. Oh, she's not done. I can't see her now. Let's move. I'm not sure where she went. She may be in the... There she is. And you have to wonder, I mean, obviously she deliberately went there, but is she going to leave it there? Is she going to take it with her? Is she, I don't know, is she hoping that somehow she's being observed by her young, or what the story is? I don't know. Will she leave it there for them to find tomorrow? I don't know. I think she left it. Yeah, it's hard to tell, but I believe it's still there. And she is on Weiss Hall, or Weil Hall, not Weiss. Weil Hall. Oh, I see her. So, we know where Arthur is. Good night, young man. And we know where Big Red is. Good night, my queen.